Welcome to this video tutorial from Business Gateway. In this session, we'll be looking at your step-to-step guide of building your business plan. The tutorial's goal is to enable you to consider what you need to consider when writing and completing a business plan. In this tutorial, we will provide a structure for your business plan, review each section of what should be included within the business plan, understand when and how to use a business plan, understand the connections between the words and the numbers, and to understand the cash flow within the business planning process. A business plan is a formal statement of business goals, vision and objectives, and the reasons why they are attainable and how they will be reached. It provides methods for attaining those goals, time frame for achieving the goals, the nature of your business, the background information of the organisation, strategies to achieve the targets, and a roadmap for success. You really need a business plan. It helps clarify what is in your head and gets it down on paper. It helps you work through all aspects to ensure viability and sustainability. It does set your goals that you can work to, then it assists in planning all aspects of getting the business off the ground. Business plans comes in all shapes and sizes, from what is closer to a project brief than a full-blown plan, where it's just a few pages and meet just a very specific need. Then you may be going for funding for a small amount. The business plan has to be good enough, however it asks for a couple of years cash flow and maybe only less than 20 pages. Once you're requiring 5-year business plans, funding options, new building plans, new product analysis, the plan does become much larger. And including printed out financials and sales analysis, 100 pages may not be out of the way. However, there is too much. You need to match the plan size with the need of what you're completing it for. A funder may expect certain items to be included, so do not overwrite. Remember, someone will need to read it. So the big question is, what should be included within a plan? The first section is the executive summary, section 1. It may be the first section, but it's the last one you would complete. The executive summary should summarise the business plan in a targeted 1 page. It should explain your story, where you're going, the team that will support you, and the funding you need. Overall, it needs the passion to ensure the reader will read on. Section 2, you need to explain early on in the document what the business does or is going to do. Describe what you will sell or services offered. Possibly a mini mission statement. Bring the business plan to life using images or other relevant documentation, such as menus planned. In this section, explain the following: what you need, people, funds, assets, resources to do to start or expand or change. What is the roadmap with regards to timeline or direction? What is the cost to start up, and explain and expand on how you will fund it. What results are you aiming for? Increase in sales or profit? Cost savings? Changes in products or services? More of the same or different? Summarise what your long-term plans are and what your objectives are. Where will you be based? And do you own that base? And are they fit for purpose? List all the key information about your business, from your website to your phone number, your legal status and your advisors. In the employees section, section 4, you're telling the reader that you, your team, your advisors have the skill set to deliver what you wish the business to achieve. Do not be afraid to highlight weaknesses in your team, and then make sure you let the reader know how you will mitigate against those areas, such as hire somebody, outsource the skill set to an expert, i.e. accounting, social media or IT. The most important thing you will do is section 5, the market research. Getting to know your market, your competition, the demographics of your marketplace, the trends. This is a must during setting up a business. However, you will continually have to market research throughout your business career. Section 6 is reviewing your customer base. Who are or will be your future key customers? What type of customer will they be? Residential or commercial? Each will require a different way to be marketed to. Then take a look at who your typical customer is. It could be gender, type, lifestyle, location. There are a number of Business Gateway webinars focusing on marketing and will assist in developing your marketing plan. However, what should be entered in this section of the business plan is, in an ideal world, a marketing plan. This needs to review all aspects of the marketing mix. What is your product? How is it packaged? What is the demand like? How is it priced compared to the competitors' pricing? And how do you determine your selling price? Where are you delivering the product or service from? If it's a shop or office, then you need to be open. Do you have a website? Can you trade online? And how do you let people know you're there? You need to know your competition, both locally and online. Who are they? What do they do better than you? And what do they do worse than you? Review their marketing, their products or services, their Facebook page. Learn about them. Do remember your competitor will not sit still, therefore you do need to research them regularly. In Section 8, consider any accreditations, licenses, qualifications that you require for your business before you start. Section 9, startup costs. From equipment to stock, from rent and utilities through to payroll, everything has a cost. Therefore, make sure you've considered all the startup costs. This is from fixed assets such as vehicle and machinery to the running costs and overheads you will need to fund on a day-to-day basis. Section 10 is the cash flow forecast. Cash flow is the movement of money in and out of your business over a set period. It tracks incoming funds from sales, investments, financing, and outgoing funds for expenses, inventory, loan repayments, and other costs. Cash flow statements help you understand whether the business can meet its short-term obligations, plan for growth, and avoid running out of funds. And lenders and investors will use it to assess financial health and liquidity. A cash flow ensures you can pay the bills on time and suppliers on time. It helps you forecast future funding needs and supports informed decision making, building confidence with investors and banks. Starting a business journey filled with challenges and opportunities. By understanding the basics of getting that business plan ready, you get to understand what you're doing. Hopefully this short video has helped you better understand the basics of business planning. Visit the website for details of all our webinars, in-person events and tutorials. They're all designed to support you and your team, whatever stage your business is at.